some sick lines. Yeah, I got some sick rhymes. This game's too easy, we winning all the time. I wrote this song right here with Union County on my mind. You in Brave Nation once you pass them county lines. And if I'm in your county, then your county's mine.
Hello Brave Nation, and welcome to our newest adventure. Each week we will preview the coming week of sports events, and we'll review the last week's sports events with all of our coaches. We'll do that during the fall with football, soccer, volleyball, golf, cross country, and cheer if there's an event going on with cheer. We'll also do that in the winter and spring with all of our sports. We'll sit down and talk one-on-one with our coaches. That interview will come from myself, Coach Tanner, or Coach Starnes, with the current coach of that sport. We're excited about this. We hope you like it. We hope it's great for our athletes and our coaches. Coach Tanner's class is going to help us produce the segment, which will be called This Week in Brave Nation. So Coach Tanner, tell us what your class will be doing.
My advanced multimedia publishing class, as well as my multimedia publishing classes, will be in charge of both filming, editing, and cutting and uploading these weekly broadcasts that we're going to be called This Week in Brave Nation. And they're going to get first-hand experience of a lot of video production process skills, as well as real-world applications. So they're pretty excited about it, though, and we hope to take this on throughout the course of the whole year.
And again, it'll be every Thursday afternoon. We'll produce a This Week in Brave Nation. We'll review the week we had. We'll talk about the coming week with all the coaches in season. Roughly 10 to 15 minutes, possibly, maybe less, maybe more per coach. This week, as we're testing the situation and testing our new program, will be football only. So in our next section, we'll be joined by Union County High School head football coach, Derek Johns. Hello again, Brave Nation. We are joined today by Union County High School head football coach, Derek Johns. Coach Johns, just tell us your thoughts on our new program and what we got going on here getting started.
You know, I think it's nice that, you get other kids involved as far as different classes and with Coach Tanner, and then also we can bring our kids and, football players, volleyball players, soccer players, and all sports programs.
We're really excited about that and the things you talked about. We're hoping that it's going to be special for all of our student athletes across all sports. But today we're here to talk about football. And the Braves are off a big win over Hopkins County Central on Friday night. Coach, your team played well. What are some things that you thought in particular where you excelled?
I was very pleased with our O-line and D-line. I thought we dominated up front, both sides of the ball. Anytime we have a running back to run over 240 yards and 3 quarters, that shows that our offensive line, watching film, the holes were there. Christian ran hard, but, I give most of that credit to the O-line because, up front there was huge holes, and the D-line had plenty of sacks. Could have had more, but those guys get after it. And overall, I was pleased with the line play.
You had a big defensive stand there just before the end of the first quarter. Hopkins Central had the ball, I think, to the 12.
Yeah. But they had a touchdown call back. 14-7. That was a huge stand because if they would scored, it made it 14-7. Any momentum would have been on their side, and so with that stop there, and then we go down and score. I think that's a big difference of 14-7 to 21-0, and then you sort of saw the air go on Central side, and our guys stepped up and played real good.
Had to be nice to see your kids bounce back, especially after a tough week, the week before against Madisonville.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about. Our guys need confidence. We played a tough preseason, 2 tough scrimmage games with Catholic and Mayfield. Up with Massville. In their respective class, each of those teams are top 5, top 6 in the state, and that's good. We want to see where we're at. The Massville game, had some plays that didn't go our way, and then I feel like we didn't play 4 quarters of football. Played them a good half. The second half, we had some problems, had some issues, but the last week's game, I was realizing that we needed confidence in our guys, and I feel like that we were able to get that confidence back in our players.
Well, you hope that the regular season will prepare you for the postseason. It looked like to me on Friday night that our 2 scrimmage games and Madisonville opening week definitely prepared us more for week 2 than maybe they were prepared for week 2.
Right, yeah, and I agree with that. that's exactly why we do that. And our schedule, you go on our schedule. I think every team besides a couple are ranked in the top 10. So it's only going to get tougher. Of course, rankings doesn't mean all that, especially early in the season. But there's potential to be some really good teams out there that we're going to play. And but our goal is to get some home playoff games and win some playoff games. So in order to do that, we feel like we need to go through some tough games during the regular season. I feel like in the past maybe, sometimes our schedule didn't work out where when we played Tillman, we maybe not ready for our Caldwell County. Our teams may not have been ready for the really good teams, and I feel like now this year, we're definitely going to be tested early.
This week we've got an opponent back on the schedule we hadn't had in about 4 years, McLean County. They are a PAC conference opponent as well. For those of you who don't know, we are in the PAC conference with Hopkins County Central, Webster County, and McLean County. It's a 4-team conference that just gives our kids some more recognition, some more opportunities to be recognized with a PAC all-conference team. For our teams to win a PAC overall championship, we compete in male and female sports against those 4 schools in all sports. So, Coach, tell us what you know about McLean County.
McLean County, they're old school football. Run the wing tee. They want to, put 10, 11 guys in a box offensively, and use misdirection. They're real good about hiding the ball. The quarterback does a good job of, it's hard to find the ball because our line's all tight, and they run sweeps and then the Sally backside and some ISO power. It's different because it's their offense they run is old school, and nowadays you don't see too many opponents run that, so it's sort of tricky. Some of our guys adjusting their formation. What they're real good about is they want to, they may go on balance or get the numbers to one side where they want you to shift to the strong side, or if you don't shift, then they'll run to that strong side. And so our guys got to be disciplined of realizing where they need to line up at.
Well, in the wing tee, from our Danny Bean, who I started my career with here as an assistant coach, Danny Bean was a big wing tee guy. We ran the wing tee here. The wing tee is set up on misdirection.
Yeah.
They want to get the offensive lineman going one direction and the backfield flow going the other.
Yeah, especially if you have several running backs that get the ball, it's definitely a run-oriented offense, so they may pass it 5 times a game. But yeah, it's can't be greedy defensively because you just need to do your job, stay in the gap, stay in your lanes, take your responsibilities. Because like you said, if we start chasing, then running reverse backside, or we call it Sally backside, but it's you got to find another name for it, Coach Bean, but
Coach Bean called it Sally as well.
Okay, Sally. So yeah. It's tough for our D line. This past week we were taking sacks, and we had like 5 or 6 sacks. So this week I told the guys, we don't need to think sacks. We need to think on line of scrimmage, tackle for losses. But what McLean wants to do is 3 yards out of us, and so we got to have them 1 or 2 yards or negative plays because if they're going 2 or 3 yards each time, they're going to go for a 4th down. And hopefully, for them they'll get the 1st down.
Who have they played the first 2 games this season?
They played Eminence, which I don't know too much about. They're a single A school, and then they last week it was a nail biter with Ohio County. Ohio County beat them at the last series of the game, 46-42. A lot of points. They were up early in the first half. Ohio County had a real good running back, so took over in the second half. Ohio County's a bigger school. McLean County probably feels like they should have won that game. They were up the whole game and they lost the 3 in. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, Eminence, I have them on film. I don't know too much about them. That's the first time I've seen them on film.
What are the keys to the game this week? What are the keys to a Union County game?
We got to challenge our line. Of course, that's probably every game. I won't say that. We got to be able to, establish the run, but also we feel like we need to pass on these guys. Defensively, they're 4-2-5, cover 3 mostly. That's what they want to do. We feel like they're probably they may go 0 on us. They may load the box up to try to force us to pass, and if they do that, we got to do that. But and then offensively, we can't get or defensively, their offense, we can't get greedy. Like I said earlier, we have to do our job, and because what they want to do is have long drives, and we can't give them a big play. If we make them, have the long drives, I feel like it's that would definitely be in our favor. Just don't give them big plays, let them run their offense. They will get a couple first downs just because that's what their offense is. tough to stop, but we just can't give up the big plays for and touchdowns.
How's the team look this week as far as health? Are we in good shape?
Health-wise, I feel like we're better than last week. We'll see. So Gabe's still out. Solomon, his shoulder. Hopefully he'll be okay. He's doing treatment with it. And then Waylon, of course, he'll be out for a couple more weeks. But other than that, we should be pretty much healthy.
Good deal. Coach, you got anything else you want the Brave Nation to know going into this week?
McLean County's only about an hour drive from here. It'd be nice to have a nice crowd. It's always pretty tough to play in McLean County. They're part of the Big Eights. All I need to say about that. And it'd be nice to have some nice fans.
And, Coach Tanner and I were talking at the Hopkins County Central game on Friday night. We were over on our sideline, looking at the bleachers where home and visitors sit together. And if you take away the Hopkins County Central student section, I believe we had more fans.
Yes, I was nice to see that. That's why I said it was I felt like it was 50-50 besides, like you said, the student section, Central. But yeah, we had a nice crowd. I was pleased with that.
That's This Week in Brave Nation, the football edition with Coach Johns. We will be back for more after this. And a look ahead to This Week in Brave Nation. Tonight, the girls soccer team is at Hopkins County Central, and the volleyball team is at Livingston Central. Tomorrow night, our football Braves travel to McLean County to take on the McLean County Cougars. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. We hope to see a large Union County following in attendance.
On Saturday morning, the cross-country team will be traveling to Yellow Creek Park in Owensboro for the Owensboro Invitational Tournament.
And then on Monday, we kick off the new week on Monday with the golf at the Providence Country Club, or the Providence Golf Course, playing in the PAC Conference Championship. As we talked about in the segment with Coach Johns, the PAC Conference is Hopkins Central, Webster County, McLean County, and us. It's a 4-team conference. We compete in all sports, and the PAC Golf Conference Championship is at the Providence Golf Course on Monday. Also on Monday, the volleyball team will host Trigg County, and the JV football team will host Crittenden County.
And on Tuesday of next week, the girls soccer team will host McLean County at home at 7 p.m. and the volleyball team will host Webster County at roughly 7:30 p.m.
Be sure to follow our channel, our YouTube channel, Union County High School Athletics. And this show, This Week in Brave Nation, will update every Thursday. And this week will be football only. But after this week, we'll get going with all of our sports. We hope you will tune in and join us every Thursday.